think we're live. Don't know what that's going on at this point. So in any case, okay, I believe we got the technical difficulties worked out, and I believe this is a whole attack on me from AT&T. Only kidding. But this does have AT&T ramifications, and this message goes out to TOGO users or those looking to purchase a TOGO unit. As you recall in the past, I have talked about the TOGO as a great means of having internet on the road, especially for full-timers, because the price point of the data plan was so attractive. And oh, by the way, I'm David Bott, OutsiderBubble.com. Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm a little flustered because I'm off by almost 15 minutes because of some technical issues I had, so I apologize. But this talk is on the TOGO unit, manufactured by Winegard, put out by the TOGO, which is a Thor company, and it was powered by AT&T data. And the issue is that AT&T has just announced that they are not going to be honoring that yearly subscription rate of $30 a month any longer. AT&T did. This is not a TOGO thing. This is not a Winegard thing. Winegard is the manufacturer of the product that was being used. And basically what this means is if you've bought a TOGO or have a TOGO or have one coming in, you have until January 15th to activate it for the 1 year of service at $360. Okay, that will get you 1 year unlimited data for $360 for the plan. However, after that, you can no longer renew that plan. AT&T is cutting out all of these. They're removing all of these unlimited data plans for whatever reason. And not only does this upset me, but it's upsetting a lot of people. I've gotten a lot of emails already, and they're saying, Dave, you recommended this product, and now they're doing this, and I have no control over that. So neither does Winegard, neither does TOGO. This is all an AT&T decision. And basically what they're going to do is you have until January 15th to activate a TOGO unit. So basically it's this. You activate it before the 15th, you can get a whole year of unlimited data service from AT&T using the unit. After that, then they're going to monthly data plans. And it's their typical tiers. It's their $25 for 5 gigs, $90 for 22 gigs, $175 for 50 gigs, and $300 for 100 gigs use per month. Crazy. Crazy. No idea why AT&T is doing this. It is totally beyond belief. My suspicion is that some people were abusing the system and using a lot of data, but that is none of our fault. That is AT&T's fault. AT&T, in my opinion, has controls. They can throttle people. You know, after X number of data, they can throttle somebody to make them slower. You can do that by the SIM ID. And why they're choosing not to do that is beyond me, except for my only thought is they want to make sure people have the fastest speeds possible and they don't get all these posts in community forums and stuff that AT&T service is bad because they're being slowed down and on purpose, because, and then it will of course resort in people mentioning that AT&T service is slow. So they're not slowing anybody down, but in the result of that, people are using a lot of data. That's not the person's fault, that's AT&T's fault. So, any case, the TOGO unit itself, if you have one and you're not going to be able to renew it after that, I don't know if they're allowing people to extend service, like if you want to try to extend it right now, if you were one of the early adopters, so if you can extend the service another year from this point forward before the 15th of January, then try to do so. At least that might get you another year of data service. I'm not sure it's possible, but just a heads up. As far as the hardware itself, good news here is Winegard, who again was surprised by this move as anyone, they're going to unlock the TOGO boxes. So all the TOGO C2 units are going to basically become Winegard V2s, if you will, because it's the same hardware, and they're going to unlock the box, meaning you will be able to use that unit with any provider. So if somebody in the future comes out with an unlimited data plan at a really good price, you'll be able to get a SIM, be it from Verizon or AT&T, and be able to use that because they're going to unlock the box. They're going to unlock the user interface, the GUI in the background. They're going to unlock, I do believe that is the case, they're going to unlock the box to be used on any carrier that modem supports, the cellular modem. And so that's good news. So basically, your box is not going to become dead. It's just going to be allowed to be connected to any other service at a data plan rate that you may choose. What really sucks, however, is no longer are they going to be offering the unlimited data plan services, which is, let's face it, why we all bought one. Okay? We bought it because of the data plan, because AT&T says, hey, we're going to offer this data plan and we're going to offer it, TOGO, the Thor company is going to be doing this under their umbrella, and Winegard has been chosen to produce the unit because the V2 was so popular as it was. So this has nothing to do with any of that. If you can tell, I'm a little agitated about this. But there is no but. I'm agitated about it. The thing is please understand, if you do own one of these units, the hardware is still good. The hardware will still do what it's intended to do. It'll still be able to get you data on the road. It'll still be able to connect to RV Park's Wi-Fi if the RV Park's Wi-Fi is good. It basically is still a good router and everything. But they're going to unlock it so you can use it with other data providers. And I feel bad because I promoted this as, I don't make money promoting it, you know that, but I promoted it as a great alternative, or not alternative, a great solution for people, because unlimited data at $30 a month is great, and they're doing away with it. So if you have a TOGO unit and you haven't activated it, you have your choice. Return it or activate it and get it for at least the next year of data service for $30 a month. That would probably be my recommendation. The reason being is because the hardware is still good and they're going to unlock the hardware so it can be used. Be it that there's no other choice, even if you return the unit, you still have to get data from somewhere and get a plan from somewhere or whatever, and you're going to be in a worse boat because there is no other plan right now currently like it that has an unlimited data plan like that I'm aware of at least. But if there is one in the future, you'll be able to do something with that. And all these cellular companies, they're whacked. In my opinion, they're totally whacked. And the reason they're whacked is because they're not thinking about the future, and that is satellite internet. SpaceX, for example, they're hoping to have systems online in some of the northern states or southern, I forget which. Anyways, they're looking to have some of the system online next year, 2020, mid to late 2020. They're going to have satellite service, and they're expecting it to be less than $100 a month for unlimited data, and it'll be as fast, if not faster, than 4G. So I don't know what these cellular companies are thinking, because they're soon to be gobbled up by these companies like SpaceX, who are going to be selling data, and they're going to be able to cover everywhere, and not just where there's cell phone tower access, but everywhere. So for them to do something like this is shooting themselves in the foot, in my humble opinion, because the future obviously is coming, and SpaceX is going to be the next move for that. But for AT&T to do this to TOGO and to Winegard and to all of its users who bought into this product because of the data plan, oh, that's so sad. It really is. And all they had to do was either stop selling the unit, stop activating them so people don't get stung by this, or what they really should have done is if there was people abusing it and using too much data, then they should have done what they're supposed to do. Throttle those people down. Penalize those people. But it is my guess that they don't want to do that because they don't want a bad rep out there because their data is slow. Well, if you know you're abusing the system and you know you're using a lot more data than your 22 gigs a month or what have you, then you're subject to network management, so be it. I mean, you put yourself in that shoe at that point. This is one of the reasons we have 3 data accounts. Yes, 3, because we then can spread that load of the data use across all 3 accounts. So, in any case, yeah, this is bad news. Oh no for TOGO.
Do you think TOGO will partner with another provider?
And a question came up. Brenda is over here monitoring your chat session. The question came up is, do you think TOGO will partner with another provider? I don't know. I would hope they would reach out, but Verizon doesn't do any fleet stuff. So they don't do any fleet stuff like that. They haven't done that in a long time. That's why everybody, including Tesla, uses AT&T, because they offer fleet services for 4G data. And basically in mobile, these were supposed to be, for mobile RV users. So the side of it is they weren't thinking that people would use these as much as they did, because they're for mobile purposes. So how much data can you be used in a mobile situation? Well, we live in our motor coach, so yeah, we use a lot of data, and that's why we have 3 accounts. We have 2 AT&T accounts, and we have 1 Verizon account, and we spread the data usage across them evenly, just so we don't get into a situation where we have major data usage on one provider and get a letter of termination or something like that. But, so, the gist of it is, if the hardware itself is still good, okay? The hardware itself is still good hardware. WineGuard has nothing to do with this issue. TOGO as a company, owned by Thor, what have you, has nothing to do with this issue. This was AT&T enforced. So if you have the TOGO, your data is still good until they stop renewing the plan. January 15th is the cutoff date. So if you have a unit, activate it before the 15th so you can get 1 year at least at $30 a month. And then what you do after that, I'm not sure. Whatever's out there a year from now, you're going to have your choices to make.
Someone wants to know where you got this information.
This information came to me yesterday directly from WineGuard. WineGuard gave me this information directly from WineGuard. They asked me not to release it until I talked to them, and I talked to them this morning. The reason they asked for me not to release it yet was obviously because it's going to create some panic out there, and I'm panicked. And obviously they're in a hard position because they manufactured the unit. They're the manufacturer, so they're sitting on all this inventory now that people, they were expecting to sell this stuff, obviously, because a $30 a month plan is a great plan. Let's face it. So as far as partnering or what have you, I don't know if that will transpire. I would hope AT&T would come around and say, oh yeah, we just watched Dave Bott's video and he's correct. We're not really thinking much about the satellite aspect of it soon to come down the road, and how we're going to lose a lot of mobile subscribers and a lot of home subscribers. Seriously, people do use 4G for home networks. Those are all going to go away once these satellite companies, and we're not just talking about SpaceX. Amazon's involved in this, and so is a few other companies. They're putting satellites up. And it's happening now. SpaceX already has a whole mess of satellites in there, up in the sky, all in a line, and they've already tested the unit. Elon actually sent a tweet out using the SpaceX system. So this stuff is happening. It's coming. And these cellular companies, they gotta be scared of this. They really do, especially for their data. And so they're pushing 5G, 5G, 5G. 5G to me is of no value right now. It really isn't. You gotta have special hardware to receive it and things like that. And most devices don't have that capability anyways. So don't be jumping on one bandwagon or another because they offer 5G in most states now or something like that, because 10 to 1, the phone you have doesn't support 5G. And you'll have to buy new hardware. Anyways, back to TOGO. Bad news for TOGO. Oh no, TOGO. This information came directly to me from WineGuard, who alerted me to this. Talked to them this morning. They were surprised by it also. So I wanted to let you guys know the hardware is still good. I still recommend it if you recall the V2, the WineGuard V2. And the TOGO C2 is the V2 basically. So it just had a data plan at $30 a month. So the hardware itself is still good, and they will be unlocking all of those boxes remotely. So if you currently have service through AT&T and stuff, WineGuard will be able to update that box and remotely update it for you, or you can take an update. And I don't know when that will take place, mind you, but it will be happening. I'm going to guess it's going to happen around the 15th or something like that. It's my guess. But you'll be able to unlock the box and then later. But with that said, if you've been considering a TOGO unit, buy it now. Activate it now. That will at least get you data for the next year at $30 a month, which nobody else has right now for unlimited data. Again, it's AT&T, but we're using it. We have 2 AT&T plans. So again, it's the unit, the hardware, and everything is still fine. It's the data plan that's going to be changing. It's not Wineguard's fault. It's not TOGO's fault. This all falls on AT&T. Bummer. But if you still need service or want service or are considering it, get it now. Get it before it's too late, and at least get 1 year of unlimited data and use the hell out of it. That'll show them. Use the hell out of it. So yeah, any case, that's what I needed to let you guys know. It's not great news for us RVers who rely on unlimited data. It's a bummer. And but there's the facts. There's the information. The funny thing is, they're still going to offer an annual plan. If you want to pay $365 for at a time, they're still going to offer an annual plan at $300, but it's only 100 gigs. You'll go through 100 gigs in them. Most people will go through 100 gigs. You know, if they're full timers and they stream and stuff, they'll go over 100 gigs easy in a month. So it's an insult to me when they say, "Oh, don't worry, we're still going to offer a yearly plan. It's $325 for 100 gigs, but for the year. But pay for it up front, please." Great. Any case, I'm Dave Bott. Is there any other questions out there, Bren, that we might have? Probably not. People are just upset too, I'm guessing. Anybody saying anything?
No, they're just waiting for SpaceX.
Yes, SpaceX. Any case,
Starlink. Yeah.
So there's the gist of it. AT&T doing away with the TOGO data plan. If you have a TOGO or were considering one, the hardware itself made by Wineguard is still a good choice. I recommended the V2, which is an unlocked box. You can use it with anybody. The C2, which was TOGO, was only AT&T only, but that's going to change. They're going to unlock that. But if you were looking for data service right now, it's still the best plan to buy, and at least you'll have data for the next year at $30 a month, unlimited. So it's still a good piece of hardware you can still buy right now. So I would recommend that. I don't not recommend doing it because of that. I just wanted to give you guys the emergency heads up that it's going away. Bummer. Okay, well, that's it. I was a little passionate, talking fast. Sorry about that. I was a little late getting to the show today. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Don't know why. Still have to figure that one out. Using my backup internet right now. So, any case, that's it. Dave Bott, Outside Our Bubble. If you like what we do, we like the information we bring, please click subscribe. Also click the little bell icon. That will alert you whenever we go live. So please also, please spread this information on your social media channels. Please link to this video. Let people know about this because, like I said, if people need data, it's still a good plan, and it's a good plan for the next year. So get it before the 15th. So buy the TOGOs and everything. Link is in the video description. I'll put it down there so you can link right to Amazon and get it there. But it's got to be done before January 15th, okay? And you'll do it right through the app and everything. So please do me a favor, repost this video on your feeds for anybody needing internet or looking for internet or stuff like that, okay? I do appreciate it. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. From right here at Fort McDowell, Arizona, Eagle View RV Resort, I'm David Bott, Outside Our Bubble. Thank you for joining me for this information. Take care, keep safe, and look for more videos to come soon, especially on our new Tesla Model X. Take care. Bye.